Hello, everyone. So, I spent my recent Friday night at my local Barnes& and Noble store. They were having an Arrow 50% off sale for the last month or even over a month or so, but then they immediately transitioned once that sale ended to a 50% off Kino Lorber sale. And I decided to go to my local store like I usually do and pick up a few titles, and this is what I got. First up here is Save the Tiger, which is a film starring Jack Lemmon from 1973. This is actually a film in which he won the Academy Award for Best Lead Actor for. And next up here is Sabrina, which is quite honestly one of my favorite Audrey Hepburn films of all time. I'm such a gigantic fan of Audrey Hepburn and all of her work, so once I saw that they upgraded this, I had to immediately get it. Next up here is Wayne's World 2, a favorite from my childhood, the sequel to, you guessed it, Wayne's World, a movie that is near and dear to my heart. Next up here is The Two Jakes, which is the sequel to Chinatown, and this is directed by Jack Nicholson, one of only 3 films that Jack Nicholson directed in his career. The other 2 were Goin' South and Drive, he said. Next up here is Sneakers, a film starring a plethora of great actors, plus the late, great Robert Redford. I've never owned this. I have seen it, but I've finally added it to my collection. And I also think it's the last film from the great Sidney Poitier. Next here is the movie Shane, a Western starring Alan Ladd, Jean Arthur, and Van Heflin. This is a classic all-time Western. I've had it on Blu-ray in my collection for years, but once I heard that they were upgrading it, I had to get it in almost immediately. And last up here is another film from my childhood, and this is the movie Coneheads, starring Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin, and this is, I believe, based off of the SNL skit, and this is something I watched when I was a kid back in the VHS days of the early to mid 90s. So I've never owned this in my collection. I've never owned it on VHS or DVD or the previous Blu-ray. So once I saw that they were releasing this and there was eventually going to be a sale on it, I had to get it. It's another nostalgic pick, similar to Wayne's World 2. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for supporting the channel.